يعطيكم العافية شباب. حصة لغة إنجليزية للصف العاشر. English class for the 10th grade students. English class for the 10th grade students. This is a continuation of the previous class. تكملة أو استمرارية للحصة الماضية. As a continuity or continuation of the previous class. يعني last class situation. And we talked about Alhambra Palace. And the other name is the Red Castle. The Red Castle. Why red? Because the bricks have red color. The bricks and Kermid have red colors. That's why it was named the Red Castle or قصر الحمراء or Alhambra Palace. Now let us go ahead. The information says that many tourists come to visit the palace. And this palace, as you know, was built first by a king who arrived at that time in the 13th century, by a king. And many kings added more parts. Many kings added more parts to this royal palace. That's why it had many different styles, because it was built by many kings with different times and different ages. Well, then many tourists from all over the world, from America, from Europe, from Arab countries, visit the palace nowadays. Why? The answer is to see the Islamic architecture. To see the Islamic architecture حتى يشاهدوا الفن المعماري الإسلامي، فن الهندسة الإسلامية في البناء. The art of building. The art of building. يسمى هذه architecture. إذا many tourists come to visit this palace simply because they would like to see the Islamic architecture. Now, this building includes a very famous part called the Court of the Lions. هذا المبنى يحتوي على جزء مهم جدا، جزء مشهور، very famous part، يسمى the Court of the Lions، يعني ساحة الأسود. ساحة الأسود هذه included in the building، من ضمن المبنى هنا Court of the Lions. It is very famous part of the building. Okay. And in the center of the court, في وسط هذه الفناء، هذه الساحة، ساحة الأسود، في marble fountain، نافورة رخامية، يعني fountain made from marble. Okay. إذا مسألة السؤال what is located in the center of the Court of the Lions? What is located? The answer is marble fountain. And where does the fountain's name come from? From where? يعني ليش سميت the Court of the Lions وفي وسطها في marble fountain? Because this fountain is supported by 12 lions. This fountain is supported by 12 lions. Why lions? Because the lions, according to Islamic traditions, mean power and strength. And as you know, the lion is the king of animals. The lion is the king of animals, or the king of the forest, or the most powerful and the strongest animal is the lion. ولهذا اختير أن يكون أسد، أو أنه يرمز للقوة. إذا what does the lion symbolize for? It is a symbol of power and strength. Yes. And when you walk into the courtyard, you walk under what? What do you walk under? You walk under arches. You walk under arches. طبعا تمشي تحت كباب arches, until you get into the hall of the two sisters. حتى تصل إلى قاعة الأخوات الثنتين. هاي اسم قاعة. The hall of the two sisters. Very strange name. اسم غريب. Hall of the two sisters. This hall, هذه القاعة طبعا is made from wood. It is wooden. طبعا the doors are made of wood. And these doors date back يعني يعود تاريخها to 800 years old. أبواب يعود تاريخها ل 800 عام. For a long time. And why does the whole of the tourists attract tourists? Why does this hall attract tourists? Yes, it attracts tourists, تجذب السياح, because of two things. First, because of the beautiful dome, الصخرة الرائعة جدا, beautiful dome, which has the shape of a flower. It has the shape of a flower. لها شكل وردة. And the detailed plaster work. ثم أعمال جبس, which are found on the walls. Plaster work. Okay. So what is Islamic Spain famous for now? Islamic Spain, يعني إسبانيا الإسلامية بيشتغل الآن. The answer is it's famous for two things. الart work, العمل الفني، الفنون يعني art work, and calligraphy, فن الخط. calligraphy. الart work and calligraphy. Okay. And the article says that there's difference between the outside walls and the inside walls. There's difference. The outside walls are plain يعني سهل وبسيطة. أما inside walls are covered with what? فالinside walls الجدران الداخلية are covered with paintings and sculpture, برسومات ونحت منحوتات, with paintings رسومات and sculpture ونحوتات, so that it is called a paradise. سميت جنة. It is called paradise. Where? On the earth. A paradise on the earth. سميت جنة على الأرض. That's right. Why paradise? Because of the column arcades, because of the fountains, and because of the pools. Again, why paradise on earth? Because of the column arcades, الكباب المعمدة, يعني أعمدة على شكل كباب, وفاونتينز وبولز ونوافير وبولز, يعني like swimming pools مثلا. That's why it is called paradise on earth. إذا this is the story of Alhambra Palace, dear students. وبالتالي العنوان كان tourist attractions. Very nice and very wonderful building. A palace. It was built by the Muslim artists. By the Muslim artists at that time. The country was called Al-Andalus, and the city is named Granada. وطبعا الأندلس used to have many famous cities, Cordoba, Granada, and so on. Today, it is called Spain. With this, dear students, we come to the end of our class today. Thank you so much, and see you next time, inshallah.